The morning sun rose slowly over the small village, washing the earth with golden light. Birds stretched their wings, calling out to one another. Farmers were already in their fields, bending low to tend the young crops. Children chased each other through the dusty streets, and shopkeepers lifted their wooden shutters, preparing for another long day of trade. Among them walked a humble man named Ravi, a water-bearer by trade. His work was simple yet essential. Every morning he walked down the narrow dirt path to the river, filled 2 large clay pots with fresh water, and carried them back across his shoulders using a sturdy wooden pole. One of the pots was new, perfectly shaped, without a single mark or flaw. The water inside it remained full, not a single drop escaping. The other pot, however, told a very different story. It was older, its surface scarred with cracks and lines from years of use. With every step Ravi took, small droplets escaped, leaving a faint wet trail along the path. The villagers often whispered as he passed. "Why does he still use that broken pot?" one man chuckled. "He's losing half his water every day," said another. "If he replaced it, he would make twice as much money," a woman muttered. But Ravi only smiled politely and kept walking. He never explained why he chose to keep the old pot. The cracked pot heard the whispers too. Day after day, it watched the flawless pot walk proudly, arriving at Ravi's house brimming with water. Meanwhile, it felt ashamed, emptying itself drop by drop along the journey. At night, when Ravi placed the pots by the well, the cracked pot sighed. Its voice was soft, broken, and filled with guilt. "Master," it whispered one evening as the sky turned deep red, "I am ashamed of myself. For 2 years, I have leaked half of the water you placed in me. You worked so hard, yet because of me, you suffer loss. Please forgive me. Throw me away. I am useless." Ravi paused, gently running his hand along the pot's rough surface. His eyes softened, and he whispered back, "My dear friend, tomorrow I will show you something." The pot stayed silent, confused, and filled with dread. That night it could not rest. What could Ravi possibly mean? The next morning, Ravi lifted the wooden pole and began his journey once again. The cracked pot dripped as usual, feeling embarrassed with every step. It almost wished it could hold its breath and stop leaking, but it knew it could not. Halfway down the path, Ravi spoke. "Look closely, old friend. Look at your side of the path." For the first time in 2 years, the pot noticed. Along its side of the trail, the ground was bursting with life. Tall blades of grass shimmered in the sunlight. Red hibiscus, golden marigolds, and tiny purple wildflowers swayed gently in the breeze. Butterflies danced above them, and bees hummed happily. The pot was stunned. "What is this? How did this happen?" Ravi smiled warmly. "I knew of your cracks long ago. I knew you leaked water. So I planted seeds along your side of the path. Every day, as you walked with me, your drops gave them life. Look around you. These flowers are here because of you." The pot trembled with emotion. All this time, it had seen only its weakness, but now it saw beauty. Its flaw had created something wonderful. For the first time, the pot felt proud of itself. As days turned into weeks, villagers began to notice the flowers. Children picked them and carried them home. Women used them to decorate their houses. Priests gathered them for the temple, filling the air with fragrance during prayers. The flawless pot, however, grew jealous. One evening, it sneered at the cracked pot. "Why do people admire you? You are broken. You spill your water everywhere, and yet everyone praises you for these flowers. I carry water perfectly, yet no one notices me." The cracked pot was quiet for a long moment. Then it spoke gently. "My friend, we both serve in our own way. You provide water in fullness, giving Ravi exactly what he needs. I cannot do that, but I have given something else. I have watered seeds, unknowingly bringing life and color to this path. We are both important, but in different ways." The flawless pot had no answer. For the first time, it understood that perfection was not about never failing. It was about contributing meaningfully. Ravi, listening quietly, finally said, "You see, both of you are precious. Without one, I would not have enough water for my family. Without the other, this path would remain empty and dull. Each of you brings something to the world. Years passed. Ravi grew older, his hair turning white. Still, he carried the two pots every day, walking the same path, watering the same flowers. The cracked pot never felt shame again. Instead, it wore its scars proudly, as marks of a life that gave beauty to others. Children grew up hearing the story of Ravi and his two pots. They learned that even flaws could be blessings. Generations later, villagers still remembered the man with the cracked pot, the one who turned his weakness into a garden of hope. And so, the broken pot became a symbol, a reminder that perfection is not required to make the world beautiful. Sometimes it is the cracks, the flaws, the imperfections that allow light and life to shine through. Seedling moral: your cracks don't define your weakness. They define your unique way of making the world better. Never be ashamed of what makes you different.